Hey everybody, this is AlTonya. I promised you guys that I would chime in monthly for my AlTonya's podcast, library podcast. So this is me getting in just under the wire on the 29th of November. Um, so first of all, hope that everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was especially lovely. Just very small. My family is really huge, but my immediate family is very small, and so we had an opportunity to see each other. And I'm riding on a cloud right now. It was my job to do the dressing and macaroni casserole this year. And so I'm used to just kind of usually just cooking for two people, me and my son. And so this year I was cooking for just a few more, not a huge crowd, just about five of us. So it was great. I really had a great time. And that's the one thing you want when you are cooking. You want it to be great and you want it to get gone. And so I only got like a cube of dressing left and a cube of macaroni left. So that went really well. I'm very excited. Not as great as my dad's, but everybody was satisfied. So moving on. So I promised you guys some news with every podcast, some upcoming news with my projects and things of that nature. So you know that Favored, which is book 4 in my Sleeping Giants series by Allie Fleming, that will be coming out on the 11th of December, the electronic version will be ready on the 11th. So, to those of you who have already pre-ordered, thank you. I'm very surprised. I was like, well, they may pre-order, they may not. I don't really put much stock when I put out things for pre-order because it's so close sometimes when I release it for pre-order, it's so close to the actual date that it's going to be coming out anyway. But you guys are really excited about this one, so the pre-orders have been really nice to see. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So for those of you who will be reading on the 11th, that's great. But I also wanted, for those of you who love print, I was wondering, well, I need to do something so that they can be reading on the 11th. So with that in mind, the print titles will be available for ordering this week. So just keep checking my social media, keep checking Amazon or wherever you get your books from. So you will see that you will have the option to go ahead and order them. So hopefully, with the Christmas rush and everything, you guys will be able to have those books in your hand by the 11th, if not before the 11th. So you can go ahead and curl up with Mr. Slate Miltiades and enjoy his story. So if you have any questions about that or whatever, just email me. I'm easy to find. But otherwise, I will be making that announcement soon. So, but Favored in print will be released early. Okay, so next on my agenda, and I'm looking over to the side because I've got my notes here. Of course, my Q&A. Uh, my emails that I get from my readers are so great, and I am loving the opportunity to be able to share those questions with you guys. So this one is about my projects. Do you work on multiple projects or just one at a time? So yeah, this is a question that I've gotten before. I only work on one project at a time. Some authors can do it and do it so well, working on several different things, all these balls up in the air, juggling, and do it so perfectly. Me, I am not that great with multiple projects. It's hard for me. I have tried doing a big project alongside maybe a short story or something, but inevitably, something it just doesn't go right with me. Either the short story feels like I've flaked out on it, or I kind of don't have as much steam going with the actual bigger project. So I try not to do it. I just kind of step back from that and focus on one. I'm a one hero writer, I guess, or a one book world writer. I can only be in one book universe or one book world at the same time, at one time. I can't just do it on multiple levels. So that is the answer to that question. I just don't feel comfortable doing more than one. I'd probably get a lot more stories out for you guys quicker if I did, but as it stands right now, I'm just I'm just boring like that. So, but thank you for this question. This was really great, and you guys keep these questions coming because I do enjoy answering them, not just sending back an email answer, but actually getting a chance to share them with other readers. So, thank you. So, moving on, again, I always promise you to talk about things that I am reading and watching. So, one thing that I just started reading was a series called The Others. The author is Anne Bishop. The first book in the series is entitled Written in Red. And I have really enjoyed working on this project. Excuse me, not working on this project, but reading this project. I've been actually listening to it, and it's different. It's a whole different, more different than anything that I've read. Like, this is kind of a cross between science fiction. It incorporates science fiction and romantic suspense. The romantic suspense is kind of a slow burn between the characters. It just builds very, very slowly to the point that you really don't even know, is there some romance in this? But the science fiction aspect of it, the paranormal, if you want to call it that, it's just kind of unlike anything that I've read. I encourage you to read the first book. If you're not interested in the first book, if the first book doesn't do it for you, then you probably won't be interested in the rest of the series. Right now, I'm on book two. But I found book one to be really great. It was on my to be read list for a while, and so one day I just decided to give it a shot. The author does a really interesting thing. I'm sure all of you have heard of people who suffer from a need to cut their skin. She uses this and twists it in a way that the main character in this story, there's a reason behind why she's doing it and why she has to do it, and it's something that's known in this world that she's created. I'm telling you, just read it. It's really the way she has created these characters, and the drama, the plot, the whole suspense aspect of it. It's I love it. I have really enjoyed reading it. So give it a shot. Written in Red is book one, and the series is called The Others. Okay. Shows. I have started and finished a show that Amazon Prime suggested as one that I might enjoy, called Fortitude. Some of you may have heard about it. It's been out for I think it started back in 2016. So it's pretty old. But it is amazing. I love it. It takes place in Antarctica, and it focuses on a small town that's kind of centered around this research camp. And it's a town with, just everyone works. No one, everyone has a job to do. So it's the belief is that because everyone has a job to do, everyone's making money, everyone's happy, and by all intents and purposes, everyone is pretty settled. You've got some things going on, though. There's some underlying dramas going on, but a very innocent occurrence starts this chain of events of things, ripple effect of all these terrible things that start to happen in this town. And like I said, there's two seasons available on Amazon. It's a three-season show, but the first two seasons are available on Amazon, and they're full seasons. You don't feel like you've. I didn't feel like I was left hanging or anything like that. Season one is 12 episodes. Season two is 10, and season three is, I believe, only 4 episodes. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but it is really good. It's a very diverse cast. It's a British cast. Everybody's European. I mean, it's a European cast. I think there may be a couple. In season one, I don't think there's any American actors that I recognized in it, but it's phenomenal. I really have enjoyed watching it, and as I said, I have finished both seasons. So if you're home on Saturday, Sunday, getting ready for the work week, and you just want to veg out, this is a great a great series to veg out for. Watch the trailer. I mean, watch the trailer. If you watch the trailer, you kind of know if you can, get into it or not. But I have really had a good time watching it. So that's about all that I have to share right now. I'll probably not chime in again until after Christmas. So until then, guys, stay safe, make good memories. We can still do that even with things being as they are. But enjoy yourselves, take it easy. Don't take yourselves or things too seriously. Read a good book, watch a good TV show, FaceTime with friends, Zoom if you want to. I Zoom enough at work. But just take care of yourself, stay healthy, and Merry Christmas. Till next time. Bye bye.